Assalamu alaikum friends. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In my previous video I described about the nitrogen pump and tank, their PI and ID and PFD process flow diagram. Now I will tell about the block diagram, which is easily to understand. Here we have a nitrogen tank, and this one the suction valve which is installed on the nitrogen tank. And after that this will go to the centrifugal charge boost pump. They have a sizing inside which I mentioned there, you can see that. And this one when we want to priming, this will go to the boost pump valve, and after that there will go to prime to atmosphere, because we want to provide the net positive section head, a positive head to the triplex pump. So we want the air which is inside the centrifugal and their lining, we want to remove the air, so we will operate this boost pump valve and prime to atmosphere. The liquid nitrogen flow from the suction valve, because we have a pressure inside the tank and their pressure difference, the liquid nitrogen will move from to the centrifugal charge boost pump, and we will spin this centrifugal charge boost pump not much more than 5 seconds, because this liquid nitrogen is too much cooled, and maybe they will create some problem into the impeller, and we cannot move properly the centrifugal charge boost pump until they cannot prime up. When they primed up, their suction pressure is 50 to 80 psi, and this one the low pressure liquid nitrogen is provided to the triplex pump. When they will primed up, then close this one boost pump valve and prime to atmosphere, and then this will go to there directly to the triplex pump. Here the liquid nitrogen is provided, the centrifugal charge boost pump, their pressure is 80 to 100 psi. This one the low pressure provided to the triplex pump, and the triplex pump have some specification, like stroke is 1.375 and their coolant is 1.625. So this is the after this one the liquid nitrogen low pressure will come to the triplex pump, and this triplex pump provide the high pressure to the vaporizer. This triplex pump is a hydraulic driven, and this we call this one triplex because we have a 3-cylinder, so we call this one triplex. And then they after move to the vaporizer. The vaporizer is the main heart of this whole process, because here we have a liquid nitrogen, here we liquid nitrogen, but after the vaporizer it's converted into the vapor phase. The liquid phase is converted into the vaporizer. We call this one vaporization, as also called the latent heat in engineering terms. Vaporizer is actually the heat exchanger. Here we have a spherical shape inside the tubing bundle. That inside the tube bundle we have a liquid nitrogen, and outside we have a shell side, which is the full of flood of waste heat, which is generated by the different processes, like the heat pump, like hydraulic oil, like lube oil, like the engine cooling system, and like the heat pump. There are 5 processes where the waste heat comes, and which is flooded outside this one, and to convert this liquid phase into the vapor phase, because the liquid nitrogen have a temperature minus 196.79 centigrade, and after that when they will convert into the vapors, and they have a temperature 70 Fahrenheit, it's mean that 21 centigrade. And when the engine coolant system comes, it's extract the heat from the hydraulic oil system. After that the lube oil system and a series of heat exchanger, then they will come to the into the vaporizer. Here they will extract the heat, and all the heat give to this liquid nitrogen, and after that they cool the temperature, and they will go back their circuits. and this then change their phase to the vapor. Then this will go to the discharge valve. This is the main valve here to